this one guy that can stop him.
The NBA season is winding down, and while it would be super fun to debate who's going to make it out of a clustered 7 through 8 seed in the East, I'd much rather debate the MVP and who it's going to be, Harden or Giannis. Who takes home the hardware? And I, my friends, am going to make the case for why it should undoubtedly be Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Wait, what? The Rockets are the Western Conference equivalent of the Cavaliers if James Harden didn't go on that 30-plus point streak for 30 straight games. That's who the Rockets are without him. They don't score points without James Harden.
Okay, that is an op-ed piece courtesy of Gary Stricey. Let's deal with some tangible numbers here when it comes to Giannis Antetokounmpo, okay? 27 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists a game. That's what he's averaging. You know who was the last person to do that? The Big O. You know when that was? 1961-62, before they had pomade.
First of all, this is Murray's. I've had it since I was 12, Ellie. You should know this. Okay, that's cute. 27 points a game. That's very nice. That's a very pedestrian night for like 30 NBAers across the league every single night. You know what's a little bit cuter than 27? 30 plus. And let me break this down for you. Harden's 36 a game with a 30-player efficiency rating. That's what he's doing right now. You know who never did that? Shaq. Timmy never did it either. Not even Michael Jordan. Don't know if you've heard of him. Wilt Chamberlain, the only player in NBA history to perform at that level. And he did it for 3 seasons in a row from 1961 to 1964. Back to the Murray's debate. That's when that happened.
Yeah, that's perfect. Since you're really great on history, you'll probably remember too when Wilt was doing all that. How many MVP awards did he get then? How many did he get? That would be a big fat goose egg, not one MVP award. So obviously those numbers don't mean anything.
Cool, El. Bring up something from 60 years ago. How about in the present? Harden scoring this season, 8th highest per game average in NBA history. Only Jordan, Wilt, and Elgin Baylor have ever averaged more per game.
And I repeat, how many of those dudes won the MVP, Gary? You're making this very easy.
You're telling me Michael Jordan never won an MVP during that stretch once?
You just named like 20 dudes, and only one ever took home the hardware for having those kinds of numbers. Listen, I get it, Gary. I do the highlights every day, and I really enjoy watching Harden be the leading scorer in the NBA. That doesn't mean anything, though. The NBA's leading scorer has only one MVP.
The real MVP is LeBron James. Come on, no. Best player on the damn planet. LeBron, man. Come on, no. LeBron, man.
In 4 of the last 5 seasons. So, recent trends favor the beard.
Look at Kogi. He looks like he's enjoying this assignment.
Harden and 1. Count 4.
I take that back. I take it back.
And on top of that, in a league that's all about creating and making the 3-ball, Harden racking up unassisted triples 2 times more than any other player. That includes Steph Curry, the king of the 3.
Yeah, so you're basically calling James Harden a ball hog. And if there is an MVP for that, I'd be all in. If you look at the Greek Freak, though, Giannis is basically doing the same thing when it comes to unassisted dunks, and nothing is more efficient than yamming in someone's face.
Well, that's
What? I'm doing it right now.
That's kind of rude. Thought we were friends, El. I thought we were friends, but let us not forget that the 3-point ball is worth more than a 2-point dunk.
Oh, now we're doing math?
Just some simple math.
And here comes showtime. Antetokounmpo with the hammer.
But here is the reason, among the many, that I think Giannis is actually going to win. Because for the 3rd straight season, he's leading the Bucks in points, assists, and rebounds. Only Wilt and LeBron have done that, and they, of course, won the MVP in every season except one when doing so. On top of that, when the MVP race has come down to the best player on the best team and the league's leading scorer, like it is this season, the best player on the best team, Giannis, has won the MVP 8 of the last 10 times under that particular circumstance.
Giannis on the break. To the rim. He's unstoppable.
And while I've rendered you speechless, lastly, the truth is that Giannis is just way more valuable than James Harden. Listen, hear me out. They're the two most efficient players in the league. But when Giannis is on the floor, the Bucks score almost 13 points more per 100 possessions than when he's on the bench. You compare that to Harden, who only gets an extra, 4 or 5 points per 100 possessions when he's on the floor. Giannis just wins again.
He doesn't help because you said all of those stats, every single one of those team-leading stats for Giannis on the Milwaukee Bucks in what is widely known as the most watered-down conference potentially in all of sports. Harden is doing this night in and night out against the Western Conference, which is 1 to 10 deep. The East, maybe 1 through 5, and that's who Giannis is playing on a regular occasion. James Harden is doing this against the best players in the league every single night, and he's still finding ways to score more points. I've been inspired, El. I'm starting to grow a beard. Look at this. Do you want here?
Dude, it's like a little milk, like a little kitty cat can come and lick that thing right
That's
off.
my homage to James Harden, and I rest my case.
It's like 3 scraggle hairs.
First of all, it's 10.
All right, now, leave a like on the video, man. If you enjoy, all right, subscribe. If you're new, man. It's been a boy, man. I'm out, man. Peace out.